Hey everyone, it's Richard Payne here from Halifax Homes and Lifestyles, and because we have absolutely hit summer and it feels like we hit it so quickly, figured we'd do you a little video all about the stats and everything outside so you can see the glorious blue and of course the ocean behind me, which, hey, let's face it, that's why a lot of people are moving to Nova Scotia. So stats are coming right up because we want to see what happened in June. Hey everyone, so let's get into some statistics, because the one thing we know, and we've been seeing it all the time, is that it is a pretty hot market here in Halifax right now. And we're not just talking about the temperatures. You know, we've got a lot of people that seem to be moving into Halifax that's driving our market right now. So sellers are certainly in a good position. Buyers, you've really got to decide and you've really got to go for what you like. So let's have a look at the stats. So first things first, 3.1 months of inventory on the market, which puts us firmly in a seller's market. Now that's up only slightly from last month. Not a lot of difference from last month to this month. So still working on that seller's market, which is great news for a pretty buoyant Halifax area. We have 1,680 homes on the market, which is pretty low actually. We normally sit around about 2,100 houses for sale. We sold 607. That's what gives us the 3 months of inventory. We have 56 average days on market for those that sold. A selling price $338,000, which is a pretty high number for here in Halifax. Now, we are slightly down on what it was last month because we seem to hit a high last month. But here's the interesting thing. 2.2% increase on June last year. So same month last year, June 18, up 2.2%. And more importantly, we are up 6% on the average of all of 2018. So that tells you that our market is definitely driving, and we're actually now seeing the price increase. Sale to list price, 98%. So that's gone up as well, because we used to be more like the 96 to 97%. So we've gone up slightly from that area. Now let's have a look at some markets, because the key thing is who or what area is actually driving the market. Bedford came in at number one with 2.9 months of inventory, average of $435,000 homes sold, so $435,000 average price, 57 homes sold, 165 average. Now I dug into this because I'm like, oh, is that Parks of Bedford West market coming back on stream with new builds? But in those 57 homes, only 13 of them were actually new build homes. The rest are all resale, which stacks up with the fact that it's 91 average days on market, so 3 months average price. Now their list sale price is 98.3%, so pretty average in terms of what we're actually hitting in that particular space. Second market is always in the top market. A little bit of wind right now. It's Sackville, which is at number 2. Now they only have 1.6 months of inventory, so just over 45 days and we will be sold out everything that is sitting there in the Sackville area, which is pretty impressive. Average price $251,000, so crept up just a little bit from previous months, what we're looking at there. 56 homes sold and 35 days on market, so just over a month in terms of what properties sold and how quickly they were. So that's pretty good. Number 3, just holding my paper whilst it's blowing around like a lunatic here, we have Timberley, Prospect, St. Margaret's Bay area, Upper Tantallon, sitting at number 3 with 54 homes sold, 192 on the market, 3.6 months of inventory. So again, average price there is at $315, so that's like kind of our medium price market, but it's actually gone down a little bit from where we'd normally expect it. So still pretty strong. Now when we look at that 56 days on market and you look at Bedford at 91, Timberley at 84, there's a lot of other smaller markets that haven't sold as many, but when you average out the amount of days on market that those houses have sold, that's how we get down to the 56. So that number's staying pretty steady since February 2019. So it's really the status quo that's carrying on for our market here, and you know what, I'm not seeing any signs of it slowing down. The summer months have been certainly really busy, and that's why we're kind of looking now and saying, okay, you know, if this is going to change, let's see what happens for the second half of the year, because that's what's happened now. We are definitely second half of the year, and it's going to be interesting to see how this continues on, but I can't really see it slowing down. There's just so many people, we're getting so many inquiries of people that are moving here to Nova Scotia that there's no real reason to expect it to slow down or actually come to a halt. Yes, we might end up with a little bit more of the inventory, you know, getting back towards a balanced market, which is 5 months of inventory on the marketplace. But the price is staying strong. Multiple offers are still going on. We've certainly got to make sure that we're acting quickly when we see houses that are actually pretty good and are in a good price point. We just did one recently that was actually on a lake, and yeah, we had to get into that one quickly and get our offer in quickly as well, because you know, it certainly had the possibility of going into multiple offers. So luckily we avoided that with a few of our strategies. So if you have any questions, details are coming up, you know how to get a hold of me. It's richard@richardpayne.ca, 902-489-1804. Halifax Homes and Lifestyles, and we're looking after all of your best interests.